Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Thanks for joining the live chat session. Today is day two of our live chats. Let me welcome the participants. Then an announcement about uh, live chats, which will continue, but after gap of a few days. Let me welcome the participant first. Firstly, John Spencer here. Welcome, John. He says, "Hi, Sajid. How are you? I'm fine, John. Who's the next president or MOU inheritor of the Somaliland?" Well, president has been elected, Abdirahman Ero. What will he do to the MOU? Well, I am in touch with some people in Somaliland. I want to get the information which I am satisfied with in terms of its quality. I want to record a video about that today, but hopefully tomorrow I'll speak on that. What will Abdirahman do to the MOU with Ethiopia? We'll analyze that hopefully tomorrow. Uh, Peace and love join to a member too special. Welcome to you, peace and love. It's always good to see you. Angisom photo join too. Welcome, Angisom. Angisom says, "Welcome, Mr. Sajid. Nice to see you back on live chat." What is the meaning of Angisom photo? Bashe join too. Welcome, Bashe. Darn E here too. One of the most critical viewers of my views and news is Dorney, but I read his comments. People say, Sajid, you block comments, you ban people from commenting. Darney's comments can be an evidence in my support. He's very critical of me. He's not banned. I don't ban anyone from commenting, but those accounts which are seen as suspicious, as spam, as sharing potentially offensive information, their comments are automatically blocked by YouTube AI. I have nothing to do with that. Open, you're free to comment, but don't spread hate. Uh, Somali says World War III Pakistani talk about the missile attack in Russia. You're not here to hear about missile attack in Russia. People who are here watching my vision news, they want to know what is happening in the Horn of Africa. Mike McConnell joined to welcome Mike. He says salam Sajid. Darni S joined to special welcome to you. S is a member to Engesom is his name. It means make them kings. Wow, that's great. Uh, uh, Three members have joined so far. If you want to be a member, click the link given in description section of this live chat. In description section of videos too, link can be found. If you live in a country where YouTube membership is allowed, you can be a member. In Ethiopia, I think YouTube ads are not played. YouTube membership is not allowed. If you're outside Ethiopia, you can be a member definitely. T and O joined too. Welcome T and O. Abebe Kitao says, "Hi Sajid, if you were not here for the Horn of Africa news, what credible news can we get? Go Sajid, we follow you." Thank you, Abebe. But uh, my views on news is not possible without you people. I mean, most of the exclusive stories I do, you people give me information. People who are part of decision making, but who want credible news sources to flourish in the Horn of Africa. I don't ask you to fund me. I don't want any money to build a studio, to build a satellite channel. I always request you to share information with me which is credible, which is unbiased. And believe me, there are dozens of people who support me in terms of provision of information. So you make it possible. Without you, it's not possible. Uh, Yamasgan joined too. Welcome, Yamasgan. He says, don't worry about some people hitting on you. Keep doing amazing job. Thank you. Haki Woki says, good to see you live. Welcome, Haki. Ashinafi Ziude joined. Welcome, Ashinafi. Aphilus Average Dom says, don't you think Getachew is a better option for Tigray? Okay, let me address this question. Interesting question. Is Getachew better option for Tigray? Well, Getachew shot himself in the foot, I think. He made a blunder. I said that months ago too. Getachew maybe thought that he could prolong his rule in interim capacity and he could just get himself elected like PM Abiy did. PM Abiy was made Prime Minister for a transitional period to steer the country through transition towards next election. He strengthened himself. He dismantled EPRDF. He formed the Prosperity Party. He got himself elected. Now he's here. Getachew, I think, had this model in mind. He tried to strengthen himself. He tried to form a splinter TPLF faction. He failed. He miscalculated. Uh, and now it's up to the people of Tigray to decide which option is better for them. Getachew lacks roots in Tigray, I believe. Nisabo says, good to see you live, Sajid. Well, if you ask me, I hope both Getachew and Debretsion are done for good. Interesting point. John Spencer says, Sajid, what does the appointing of a general mean for the prospect of a likely war renewal? Well, thank you, Thomas, for appreciating my reporting. I think the main concern for Tigray now is political stability. No one is planning a war. I don't believe that Getachew, the Debretsion planning a war against Eritrea or Debretsion planning a war against federal government. These are just rumors, pure rumors. Issue which needs to be solved is political dispute. Political factions have taken very extreme positions, irreconcilable positions. I said months ago that it would be a miracle if Getachew and Debretsion would once again be part of the same TPLF. So far, I think that is what we are seeing. It's difficult for them to reconcile. So, how to steer the region towards political stability? Politicians have taken some very uh, extreme positions. Military can play a stabilizing role, though military can strengthen itself too and weaken political institutions too. Basically, it's a failure of TPLF's political class. Tigray's political class. It's a failure, complete failure, utter failure. Now, there has to be someone to find a solution. Federal government's direct intervention is not welcome in Tigray. So maybe installation of military-led transitional setup in Tigray is a compulsion. It's not a choice. Hopefully, Varade can steer the region towards stability. I don't think that he's coming. If he uh, came to power, he will uh, plan a war on anyone. But it's too early to say. I mean, it's not that federal government has agreed to appoint Tadase as the president. We'll have to wait. PM Abiy is the main man, by the way. What is he up to? What does he want? I don't know. I mean, I don't have any information. What I learned is that federal government would like to uh, clip the wings of TPLF. I am using this term for the last few days. That federal government wants to clip the wings of TPLF by installing a non-TPLF president. Perhaps federal government wants federal might try to weaken TPLF's dominance in Tigray. But we'll have to wait, I think. We should wait, I think. He also joined two Dark Star here as well. Hubtom Tisfai too. Now, it's two new stories. He also says, Sajid, many people are unhappy with you because they don't want to hear the truth. Well, I don't want to just praise myself, but I think after war ended in Tigray, I covered Tigray more carefully with evidence-based reporting. Most of my reports were confirmed. I talked about TPLF's moves in southern Tigray. Back then, every TPLF supporter disagreed with me, accused me of working against Tigray. Later, it was confirmed. I told you the TPLF was going to form a government. It was going to form a cabinet in Tigray 24 hours before they actually announced the name of the cabinet members. I told you about that. So I think sources have helped me a lot in covering the political issues in Tigray. Though war was a bigger challenge to cover for me, but back then I think I had limited sources and there was a communication blackout in Tigray. It was difficult to get in touch with people there. Now, I think we can get information from Tigray through people like you, the viewers who help us. Now, two new stories. Firstly, Getachew Reda. I want to share my gut feeling with you. It's not an analysis, it's not a source based report. But I want to share my gut feeling with you about Getachew Reda era. Is it over or not? Can it survive or not? Secondly, Somaliland recognition. Is Somaliland recognized as a country by the new president of the US, Donald Trump? Because this topic is in the news. A British MP claimed as if Donald Trump would consider recognition of Somaliland as a country. Thomas Sale says, do you have any information that the channels are involved in illegal mining? Not just channels. I mean, military is supposed to protect borders. If cross-border smuggling of gold is ongoing, which was reported by Getachew Reda, how can it happen without approval, without participation of Tigray's military commanders? Obviously, they are part of the plan, they're beneficiaries. TPLF people too, they're beneficiaries. Without their support, their approval, I don't think that mining, illegal smuggling can be done. Now it's 50 minutes past, almost 15 remaining. We're keeping live chats short. By the way, today is Tuesday. We'll have a 2-day break, Wednesday and Thursday. From Friday, we'll resume live chats. I think we should have live chats at least 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But if you have live chats on daily basis, some people just get tired of it. They say it's too much, you're overdoing it. So we'll start live chats with 3 days a week: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then we'll extend the days, the number of days, if viewers show more interest. But no live chat tomorrow, no live chat on Thursday. I'll be back on Friday for live chat. Muhammad Kariye says the president of Somaliland, Muhammad Abdirrahman, will sign the MOU agreement. I'll speak on that tomorrow, I promise, hopefully. Ahmed Jama joined too. Welcome, Ahmed. How are you? Alazar Kifle here. Jafar Jamal. Quantum shift here too. Now, Getachew Reda era, is it over or not? My gut feeling I want to share with you is that Getachew Reda's days as the president of Tigray are numbered. His era seems to be over. It's not based on any report from the ground. It's not that I have learned from Addis Ababa that a decision has been made. No, it's purely a gut feeling. You can call it analysis too if you want to. But the way things are progressing, it seems that now there is no space for Getachew Reda in Tigray's political arena. Why? The main decisions about Tigray's political future, about Tigray interim government, are being made without the participation of Getachew Reda in talks. Addis Ababa is the center of decision making. In the end, Ethiopian PM, federal government will decide who will lead Tigray interim government. Federal government is holding discussions. Other TPLF leaders there too. Reda is there too, reportedly. And in the past few weeks, we saw other Tigray generals visit Addis Ababa too. While all these discussions are ongoing, Getachew Reda is nowhere to be seen in Addis Ababa. He's not part of these discussions. So when his future is being decided, he is not part of the talk. That just shows how irrelevant he has become, how insignificant he has become. He's going to be sacrificed, he's going to be scapegoated by the Ethiopian federal government. I think it can happen anytime. Now it seems it can happen anytime. Who is to blame? Getachew has himself to blame only. He made wrong decisions. He made miscalculations. He did not try to make corrections. He thought that he was a towering political figure in Tigray, but he lacks roots. He lacks the party. He lacks the personality to lead TPLF. TPLF has a legacy too, a legacy of its armed struggle. That was the force behind TPLF, which kept it going. Getachew is not from that generation which fought. He is from the next generation. People don't see him as true TPLF. He tried to be he tried to represent TPLF. This is where I think he went wrong. Had he tried to form a new political party, inviting youths, maybe he would have been more successful. He is not TPLF's, he's not from that class of TPLF which is seen as real TPLF. So how can he lead TPLF? He cannot. TPLF was not born a few days, a few weeks, a few months, a few years ago. It was born decades ago. It fought. It removed Dergs. Getachew had no role back then. I think he made a blunder. His days are over. He should form, it's not a suggestion, but I think it would be better for him to form a new political party. If today he forms a new party, maybe he can have some sort of role in tech, though it's very difficult, but still he can give it a try. But uh, if someone says that Getachew has political future in Tigray, leading TPLF, I don't agree. His days numbered. He'll have to give a serious thought to his political future. If he is elevated to federal level, if he becomes part of the cabinet of PMRB, it means his politics, his political future is destroyed. He fought against Prosperity Party, against against federal forces, and he was the one who echoed TPLF's ideology. His joining Prosperity Party won't make him a major Prosperity Party leader. Overall, I think he is in a difficult position. He should make big decisions. When will he make big decisions? Is he still hoping to get a miracle, to see a miracle by getting heavenly support from Addis Ababa? It's not likely, it seems. Let me respond to one comment, then quickly we'll move on to the next news story about Somaliland. Elazar says not only Getachew, but I don't think TPLF uh, has a future. Well, they have a future. Why? Because uh, people won't rise against them. They're crushing their opponents. They believe in crushing dissent. They believe in crushing opposition. Who will rise? People of Tigray are faced with the challenge of survival. They can't make both ends meet. Mekelle is no different from Addis Ababa. Just like opposition is being crushed on federal level, it will happen the same in Tigray too. But we could see a TPLF plus TDF sort of model in Tigray. Perhaps we'll see more powerful military in Tigray than on federal level. But TPLF's future is bright. Yes, it won't be representative of people's wishes, people's dreams, but it will survive. It has survived. Why? Because it has built a network from top to bottom. It's difficult to dismantle this entire network. People's interests are aligned with TPLF. There is no real threat to TPLF. Getachew, opposition, any threat to TPLF in Tigray? Any opposition party? No. Getachew, no. Only military. Military cannot rule Tigray alone. No. There is no. It can happen if federal government wants military rule in Tigray, but that will be unacceptable to TPLF. It will rise against military. Military would like to share power with TPLF. So TPLF is here to stay, I think, in Tigray. Alim, welcome. Alim says, is there politics in Amhara or is it all one side or die? I could not understand your question. A and N joined to welcome N. Red Moon joined to welcome Red Moon. Liala says, who's going to be the next new president? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Warade perhaps is the most likely one, but let's see. Our Somaliland, let's move on to the next topic. Somaliland recognition, which one has been working for decades, is now in the news. A British MP says that he has found an ally to make the case for recognition of Somaliland as a country. And that ally is new US President Donald Trump, who will take office next month in January 2025. Gavin Williamson is a British MP, Member of Parliament of Conservative Party. He worked in ministerial positions too. He's a staunch supporter of recognition of Somaliland as a country. Somaliland has hired some lobbyists too, by the way. And sometimes these MPs in European countries, in US, Canada, they work purely as lobbyists. And Gavin is one of those British MPs who support the recognition of Somaliland as a country. Thank you, Yamasgan. Yamasgan has become a member. He was already a member. He renewed his membership. Welcome back to membership community, Yamasgan. If you want to be a member, click the link given in description section of this live chat or description of videos. So, Gavin Williamson is saying that Trump will recognize Somaliland as a country. Your Urdu is excellent, Yamaskan. Yamaskan writes his comments in Urdu. So I don't know how he does that, but it's amazing. So, the British MP has been calling for recognition of Somaliland for years. Will Trump change US policy towards Somalia? Official US foreign policy about Somalia is that one Somalia is the stated US policy. Somalia has diplomatic ties with the US. Somaliland does not have diplomatic ties with the US. Somaliland has no embassy in the US. US has no full-fledged embassy in Hargeisa too. Will Trump change that? We don't know. By the way, things are happening, paving the way for the case of recognition of Somaliland as a country. Trump will be definitely more sympathetic towards Somaliland recognition case. And on African level, we know that new chairman of African Union is going to be elected. A Kenyan politician is in the race. I forgot his name. He is expected to win, reportedly, though I have not worked a lot on that, but he could win. I forgot his name. He was the main contender against William Ruto in the last Kenyan general election. And this man was heard saying openly that Somaliland should be recognized as a country. If on African level this man is elected as African Union chief, and then on world level Trump also agrees to it, it would be perhaps a golden opportunity for Somaliland to press its case for recognition. And we know that in this region, yes, Raila Odinga, thank you, Bashe, for saying the name of the politician who is in the race for becoming new African chief. So in the Horn of Africa, we are seeing a conflict between Houthis and Westerners and Americans. Somaliland has gained immense importance for Westerners, Americans. I think they'll have to stay here. They will have to have some long-term military presence in different parts of the Horn of Africa. So coming days are perhaps they could provide Somaliland with better opportunity to strengthen its case for recognition. Abdirahman, the new president, gave a speech today, his first speech. I'll analyze the speech tomorrow in the video about Ethiopia, Somaliland. Liela says Getachew is going to be the Ethiopian foreign minister. Let's see, so far we have the Minister of Justice, Gideon, has been appointed as the foreign minister. One important comment I'll read, then we'll end the live chat. It's from Red Moon Entertainment. He says, all this time I thought Abiy was the bad guy, not knowing my own people are fighting for power. No one cares about our refugees in Sudan. I am no one to say who is good or bad, but yes, refugees in Sudan should have been the first priority of the Ethiopian federal government, Tigray regional government. Refugees are still there. Thousands, tens of thousands are there living in miserable conditions. Who is to blame? Obviously, Tigray's ruling elite and the federal government. So leaders are fighting for power, whether it's PM Abiy or the Vetsin or Getachew. Their main concern is how to consolidate their power. People suffering is always put on the back burner by politicians. And it's because politicians are not real representatives of people. Elections are not held in a transparent manner. People are not free to choose the people they want to choose. If they don't have real representatives in power, it means that they cannot hold representatives accountable. I mean, can anyone hold PM Abiy accountable? Can anyone hold the Betson accountable in Tigray? No. So why would they just be then sympathetic towards people? They just make decisions to secure their political interests. 35 minutes have passed, viewers. I think we should end the live chat. No live chat on Thursday or Wednesday. I'll be back on Friday. Do live chat with you the last 2 days. It was good to be back with you. Thank you for joining. Hopefully, we'll continue these engagements. Again, I would request if you get any information from Ethiopia, Somali, Eritrea, which I am missing, do contact me, do correct me, do help me in covering the Horn of Africa in a transparent and neutral manner. Thanks for watching. See you on Friday. Bye bye.